Hello and welcome to another dsphotoblog.com video. In episode 2 of Looking Back, I want to show you my results and experience with the Nikon D800 and D600. The Nikon D800 was my first DSLR full-frame camera. It already had a huge 36.3 megapixel sensor and the weight was also huge with 1 kilogram for the body only. The D800 was available in 2012 for $3,000. To be honest, the D800 was a complete overkill because of the weight and price, but I totally wanted it for landscapes, HDR photos and for that crop potential you have with 36 megapixels. I also was a big fan of Trey Radcliffe's photos, who shot with the D800 at that time and thought, man, that camera looks like you can really work with it and get some nice results. And yes, the sensor in it is still great. You get so much detail with it and I totally love that. Now in 2017, the 36 megapixels are less than the Sony A7R II with its 42 megapixel sensor has. But I think that 36 megapixels are a much better compromise when you look at the file size of an image and at the end result. The build quality of the D800 was excellent. It totally felt like a professional camera in the hands, and you also had a lot of buttons and dials for direct controls, which I still love to have on my Fuji X-T2. What I also really loved about the D800 were the Nikon colors and the almost medium format 3D look you could achieve with it, like on these images. But what I really didn't like was the weight. I also had the battery grip for the D800, which added even more weight to the 1 kilogram body, and if you have a lens on, then it gets even heavier. So what I did is I returned the Nikon D800 and instead bought the Nikon D600. The D600 had a 24.3 megapixel full-frame sensor and the body weight with 760 grams was still not what I would call lightweight now in 2017, but definitely more lightweight than the D800. The Fuji X-T2 mirrorless body, for example, only has 507 grams with the battery and SD card in it. The D600 was available in 2012 for $2,000, so I saved $1,000 cash and went on my best travel yet to amazing Santorini in Greece with my girlfriend, which later became my wife and mother of my sweet little daughter. So you could probably call it fate that I returned the D800. Now, while the D600 only had 24 megapixels, I still think that this is a very good all-round resolution, even in 2017. If you shoot a little bit of everything like me, you will still have a good crop potential while your files don't eat up so much space on your hard drive. So now you could probably ask, why didn't you keep the D600? The answer is simple. While I also loved the Nikon colors and the look of the D600 images, the more I hated the famous dust issue I had with it. After a while I had dust everywhere on my photos, not just normal spots when you change lenses which you can blow out with a rocket blower, but it really looked like dirt and I had to take more time to clean the images than to edit them. Since I still had warranty on the camera, I've sent it to Nikon repair service in Austria and hoped that they will exchange it with the Nikon D600 or really solve the issue. But what they did is they sent me the camera back. The dust issue was of course still there, and I even had some small hairs in the viewfinder, which I didn't have before. The climax of that was that one of the Nikon repair service guys called me and wanted to make me believe that there is no dust issue and there is no reason why they should exchange it with the Nikon D600, even if I would send them the camera for the third time. After that, I was so fed up with Nikon that I just wanted to sell the camera, and that's exactly what I did. I've sold the D600 and the lenses and bought my first full-frame mirrorless camera, the Sony A7 II. So this was also the end of my DSLR time, and I'm really happy that I made the switch to mirrorless and would never ever switch back to a DSLR again. If you haven't already, make sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thanks for watching this video. See you in the next one.